basically we call Azure Stack the first true hybrid cloud because we start with the cloud, right? The cloud APIs, the cloud services, etc., the cloud model, Azure, and we're making them available on premises. So yes, we have virtualization, but that's a different thing. So a lot of what you're seeing is people trying to take virtualization and code it as hybrid cloud. That's not hybrid cloud, that's virtualization. In fact, my joke of some of the things my competitors are doing is they're providing the cloud for the people who don't want to go to the cloud, which is to say, hey, you get to keep doing what you're doing, I'm just going to call it the cloud and you can get on with your business. This is truly the cloud. We take Azure, in the talk I talked about the distinction, but we're compatible. And the best way to provide compatibility is the same code. And so I'm actually taking the Azure code and I'm shipping that on premises. So the PowerShell commandlets, the APIs, the Azure Resource Manager and the templates and the PaaS services, the exact code that ships and runs in Azure, I'm taking that and making it available. Now, one of the benefits of that is when you go up to Azure, there's something called the gallery. And the gallery is this canned set of solutions. And you can go there and you can say, oh, I'd like an e-commerce solution. And you see a dozen or so. And you say, well, I'd like to try that one. And you can run that in Azure. Well, because we're consistent, I'm truly consistent, in Azure Stack, the admin can syndicate their gallery with the Azure gallery. And they can go and pick down which of those solutions they want to offer to their customer. So that company might decide, oh, of the e-commerce solutions, here's 3 that I'm going to make available, and they'll run on Azure Stack. And so when the customers in Azure Stack go and say, hey, what's available? Exactly the same code that's running in Azure will run on premises. And the benefit of having this true consistency is that it creates a great ecosystem. I mentioned to you the solutions, but also is a consistency and provides an ecosystem for the people. Wait, I learned these skills and then I can go from one company to another company. Oh, well, this company's running a private cloud. Oh, well, it's an Azure Stack. I'm skilled in that. I've learned it here, I can apply it there. So basically, we always focus in on trying to solve the problem, but then also solve the problem in a way that maximizes people's economic opportunities, right? Their career opportunities or their ability to hire a lot of people. One of the problems we've seen a lot in private clouds is there are these bespoke services that then when they try and hire someone, that person can't be productive for months as they have to come up to speed on that particular private cloud implementation. They finally do that, and then when they decide to leave, they can't put anything on their resume that anyone looks at and says, oh, I'd like to hire that guy. So with Azure, you get to do that. One of the great benefits of being able to ship daily is agility, right? As I like to say, that DevOps is great, but what it's really all about is being centered around the customer and then having the courage to refactor and do anything to maximize customer satisfaction. So the benefit of being able to deliver daily is your ability to listen to a customer and respond quickly. As things change or new opportunities come up, you can hear the customer signal, respond to that in code, and ship it to them. And 1, they're satisfied, but 2 is they're heard. They know that they're dealing with someone who's focused in on them and delivering what they need. And guess what? That delivers loyalty. So, shipping daily allows you to be agile and develop a loyal customer base. Yeah, so as I drill in, and I've done a lot of deep thinking about DevOps over the last year, and what I recognize is everything that we've been talking about, absolutely true. There's, I think, a broad consensus about the core principles of DevOps and the path to get started and then accelerate your path down DevOps. But as I've thought deeper about it, what I realized was that you can go faster and do smaller batches and be more agile and still be delivering stuff that customers don't care about. And so in my mind, digital transformation, I think, is the higher order bit. And by digital transformation, what I really talk about is putting the customer and the customer satisfaction and customer delight at the center of everything. And then having the courage to refactor and re-engineer everything to maximize customer delight. Now, when you do that and you pull on that thread, you get DevOps, but it's not necessarily the other way around. And so I always think you want to start with customer satisfaction. And I know I'm going to be happier when I go to a DevOps conference and I see more talks about how to hold a great customer interview. How many customers should you talk to before you do something? Often you'll talk to a customer and they'll tell you something, but then they don't use that feature. So what's that about? And how do you suss out when a customer is telling you something, whether if you deliver to them, whether you'll actually get them to use it? There are techniques for do that. And when I see more conferences talking about those things, about getting that true customer signal, I'll know that we're on the right path.